Happy Father's Day, everybody. Some call it the fastest game on 2 feet, and it's a quickly growing sport in the Dakotas. Brad Walton was at the Northern Plains Lacrosse League Championships and tells us about the sport and the newly crowned champions.
Lacrosse is a growing sport in the Dakotas, and the top high school teams faced off at Sunday's Northern Plains Lacrosse League Championships in Rapid City. First up was the girls' championship, with Grand Cities battling Watertown, whose program is only in its third year.
No matter how bad you do a couple years before, you can always pull yourself back out.
Lacrosse was created by Native American tribes nearly 1,000 years ago and has evolved into a modern sport requiring a unique skill set.
You'll often see lacrosse players twisting their stick like this. It's called cradling, and it helps keep the ball in the stick.
The girls' championship began with Grand Cities taking a 3-0 lead, but the Watertown Warriors weren't going down without a fight.
After that first quarter, we just said, like, hey guys, it's not like we haven't been here before, and let's just do what we know how to do.
Led by physical defensive play, the Warriors brought the game back to even. With a minute left, Maya Malki scored the goal they needed. Watertown Lacrosse brought home the first championship in the program's history. For the players, it was a special moment.
We worked our way up, beat some teams that we've never beat in the 3 years of us having a program.
Up next was the boys' championship between Grand Cities and undefeated Fargo. There are many differences between boys and girls lacrosse, having different sticks, rules, and equipment. The physical game concluded with Fargo winning 9-5, capping off their first undefeated season.
We went undefeated this year, which was kind of one of our goals. But really our goal is to get better each and every week, and we played our best lacrosse at the end, so I'm really proud of the guys.
Coaches and administrators with the Northern Plains Lacrosse League said they were happy with the high attendance this year, and they hope the game continues to grow in the region.
Reporting from the Northern Plains Lacrosse League Championships, I'm Brad Walton.
Thank you very much, Brad. Now let's take a look at the state high school rodeo results that wrapped up last night in Fort Pierre. In Dakota Territory, cowboys and cowgirls represented our area very well once again. Let's take a look at some of our state champs. Rope Roghair. Now that's a great rodeo name. He claimed 2 state titles. He won boys cutting with 86.5 points and saddle bronc with 88 points. Smithwick's Gabe Glines won steer wrestling with 72 points. Belfouche's Rance Bowden and Cern Weishar earned the top spot in team roping, racking up 79 points. Sturgis's Anna Haugen took care of business in barrel racing, winning with 82 points. Buffalo's Satin Wilson finished right behind her in second place. White River's Hazen Schmidt is your bull riding state champ as he claimed the top spot with 77 points. Now the next stop for these cowboys and cowgirls is the National High School Finals Rodeo, which will be held July 14th through the 20th, coming up in Rock Springs, Wyoming. So our high school cowboys and cowgirls always do very well representing Dakota Territory. You got to like the name Rope Roghair for a cowboy.
I was going to ask you about that.
That's a perfect name.
Rope, that's a great name. And honestly, Vic, what do you think about those rodeos? Have you ever been to some of them? I mean, I'm sure
I have been to, not my first rodeo.
Not your first rodeo.
I've been to rodeo. Always a good time. And I tell you what, we have everything. Great PRCA rodeo here in western South Dakota. In 3 or 4 years, we're going to see a lot of these names in the PRCA rodeo. That's how it works. We see these kids in high school, and then we'll see them here around the area in PRCA rodeos before long.
Looking forward to that. Anything on Post 22?
More scores for you. Post 22, they had their winning streak snapped yesterday. They've started another one. They won their second in a row today. Big win, 13-1 over Colorado Schwab. Sturgis beat the Billings Expos Red 8-7 today. Belfouche lost to the Billings Expos 13-2.
All righty. Thank you, Vic. We'll be right back.